Hi, this is Monty from Moat Park Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us. This is our 2013 registered 62 plate Volvo V40 ES Nav 1.6 diesel. Really lovely car. Got a couple of extras on it, desirable extras, obviously one of them being the navigation, and also you've got panoramic glass roof in this particular car. Covered 116,000 miles, drives really well, fantastic service history, 10 services completed and 7 of them at Volvo, and it's also had its cam belt water pump done. That was done by Volvo's a couple of years ago now. It's all in the service book, etc. So I'm going to briefly walk around the car and give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now, I do take my pictures and my videos in a public park, so I do apologise if you see anybody running past, walking dogs. Not much I can do about that. If anybody is concerned or anything like that with any of the water there, I had one before with a customer calling up. I've just had the air conditioning running while the car's just sitting there, but I've been taking all the photos. Okay, so I'll give you a more detailed view very shortly, but I'm going to briefly walk around the car. So this is the D2 model, okay? So anybody who's in the know of Volvos, they know about the kind of specifications, D2, D3s, D4s, things like that. Now, if you need to know anything about the car in terms of service history, please give me a call. Now, this is the garage that done most of the services, Truro Motor Company. We are going to put a new set of plates on the car. Feel free, you can give them a call, they'll tell you what's been due on the vehicle, but due to data protection there's probably only a certain amount of information that they will be able to pass on to you. Okay, it's in this I forget the name of this colour. It's like a slate blue that you got on the car. Alloy wheels, daylight running lights, 4 electric windows, climate control air conditioning. So it's got all of your little creature comforts that you're going to need. And again, it's lovely with the navigation. You've got Bluetooth connectivity, you've got streaming for your music, you've got auxiliary, you've got USBs in there, you've got all the bits and pieces. And we'll show you that very shortly. Okay, now the reasons why we tend to do these videos, it's all about trust, honesty, integrity. We try and tell you how it is. Now, I am only human. I don't intentionally go out to waste anybody's time, drag them down there, whether they're 2 miles away or 200 miles away. I try and tell you how it is. But if I've missed something, I haven't done it intentionally. Okay, now we're going to start off on the driver's side front. Now, the tyres on the car, plenty of tread. You've got Continentals on the front and you've got Michelins on the rear. Okay, hopefully you can try and pick that up. It's all look really good. There's a couple of little scuffs around the outer edges of the rims. We've touched them up as best as possible, but there's no nasty corrosion, anything like that. Okay, now as I mentioned, it's got 116,000 miles on the clock. I've probably put about 100 miles on it so far myself, and I will carry on driving the car sort of 200, 300, 400, 500 miles, just to make sure everything is okay with the vehicle. Now, we don't keep a large selection of cars, probably about a dozen vehicles, but we drive every single one just to make sure they are all okay. We're not like a lot of these big dealers that have sort of 50, 60, 70, 100 cars, just keep buying lots of cars, you know, stacking them on a forecourt. No, we try and drive all of our vehicles. Okay, and hopefully you can try and pick up some of the reflections. Now, I tend to do my photographs quite later on in the day so you don't have too much sun. But hopefully you can try and pick up some of these reflections here on the side of the car. All looks really good, nice, dent free. You've got a couple of little stone chips that I have touched up, and I'll show you them. There's a couple of little bits and pieces on the back bumper, but I will show you them very shortly. Okay, there were a few little stone chips around the door edge, but I've touched them all up. Okay, and there was one down here, and there was one done before us, which is just around here somewhere. Okay, if I move the camera, you might be able to pick it up. Again, the reasons, we're not trying to highlight, you know, negative things about our cars. We just want to be honest with you and just tell you what it's like. So if we took a photograph here, you wouldn't pick any of that up really. Okay, let's just show you inside. Height adjustable driver seat, really nice interior. All looks fine. There's no fraying of the stitching, anything like that. All looks good. 6-speed manual transmission. Passenger seat looks absolutely fine. Automatic headlamps. 4 electric window switches. high power stereo system with a built-in amplifier. Navigation screen will be up there and it's normally on. You'll see some pictures of it all on. The climate control works absolutely fine. It's really, really nice and cold. You've got this dual zone climate control, so left and right, you can adjust them. All your controls for your music, etc., all on the steering wheel. You've also got a voice, sort of, Mercedes used to call it linguatronic, and I'm not too sure the exact name for the Volvo one, but you can control the system, you know, navigation, telephone, that type of thing, using the voice command. Now up there, it's not cruise control, that is a speed limiter. You've got 2 keys with the car, and you've got your stop start button over there. Let me show you the all important panoramic glass roof. Nearly missed that. And you've got a really nice blind, long blind that goes all along that as well, if you don't want it sort of open, but it gives it a more airy feel, really, I think, personally. Hopefully, I know it's starting getting a bit darker and got a few clouds in the skies, and hopefully you can hear me okay, because it is a little bit blowy. I'm not too sure you can try and pick all that up. There will be lots and lots of photos. All looks absolutely fine in there. No nasty tears, stains. Now the reason why I'm holding the camera so still, we tend to use a HD camera. We want you guys to get a good look at it. All along down the side. Now there is a trolley dent, I did notice, along this edge along here, just a tiny one. Okay, now it's a bit harder for our dent man to try and get in there. He could either drill a hole in the, I'd rather not him drill anything, but there's a tiny little trolley dent there. Everything else looks okay. Now back bumper, there are a few little marks, nothing major. Again, she's done 116,000 miles, guys. We can fit parking sensors for you. Works out £199. Probably should have been a good option for the previous owner of this car. You've got a couple of little scuffs along the bumper here, just there. Okay. Now I haven't got a touch-up pen for this particular car. I have ordered one. It hasn't arrived as yet. It's been a bit delayed, but I've had a couple of people who wanted to see pictures of the car, so hence I've gone ahead and got that done. But we will touch them up for anybody. I'm hoping the touch-up pen will be here any day soon. So let's just open up the boot. Nice big boot, 60/40 split seats, and you've got your spare wheel in there. Pirelli tyre, never been used. Warning triangle over there, and I think you might have seen it, all the jack and tools are in the centre. Let's just go along this side as well. As I mentioned, you've got Continental tyres on the front, you've got Michelin Energies on the back. Okay, I'm going to squat down here and hopefully you can try and pick up some of the reflections on the left hand side. Okay, I'm going to move the camera really slowly, hopefully you can try and pick that up. But there's no kind of nasty dulling of paint, good reflections. Okay, alloy wheel. Again, all fine, there's no bad nasty corrosion or anything like that. There was a couple of little scuffs around the outer edge. I've touched them up already. And hopefully you can try and pick up the rest of it. It's all good. Back door panel looks fine. No nasty stains or ripping or tearing. Back seats, you can still make out the nice white stitching that goes with this interior on the ES. 3 head restraints and obviously 3 belts. Got a full set of mats in the vehicle as well. Let's show you the passenger side fronts. Got a full book pack, everything in there, all the service books all stamped up. Now you haven't got height adjustment on the passenger seat, but you have got it on the driver's seat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to just zoom in a little bit on the driver's seat. Now you can see a little bit, you can probably see it a little bit more here, a little bit of wear on that side bolster. That's where people are getting in and out. You've got lumbar support on the driver's seat as well. Looks okay. There will be pictures of the tyres so you can see all the tread, etc., that type of thing. Okay, so plenty of tread on the tyres there. Alloy wheels, again, we're not going to be refurbishing all the alloy wheels or anything like that on the car. There were a couple of little scuffs. I have touched them up around the outer edge, but there's no nasty corrosion, anything like that on the car. So let's come along to the front. So normally the worst bit of any car really tends to be the front end. Absolutely fine, you've got no nasty digs, dents, anything like that. You're going to have a few stone chips here and there. There's a few on the bonnet that we've touched up already. There was one around there, you can probably just see it. One up around here. Again, you might just sort of pick it up. But apart from that, for 116,000 miles, I know she's a 2013 62 plate, but it looks mighty fine. Drives really well as well. Okay, now zooming into the front bumper, you've got a couple of little, you're going to have them. So a lot of people nowadays, they know they're coming in to look at a car, this sort of mileage, they're going to expect a few little bits and pieces, and hence the reason why I do these videos. So another little chip over there that I have touched up. And I think there was another one down there. Didn't do a great job of touching it up, just over here. It's not too bad actually. Right, we are coming up to 12 minutes now. I've babbled on far too much like I usually do. So, I just wanted to thank you very much for your time. If you're interested in this vehicle or anything else at Mopar Vehicles, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I don't know what, we tend to get a lot of emails. Not a lot of people tend to reply to the emails. I do send everyone a reply. We don't hassle customers on the phone, that type of thing. So by all means, give us a call, send us a text, do whatever you want to do, and we'll get back to you straight away. Finally, briefly, I want to tell you about the warranties. All of our cars come with there's two different companies we use. We have 6 months warranty. We don't give you the cheapest, most basic £30 warranty that basically covers you for nothing. And up to only £250, and that's your maximum claim. No, we do ours that they're 100% parts and labour paid for, as long as a claim has been warranted. They'll also go up to the value of the car. Each individual claim can be up to £2,000, but to the value of the car. We try and tick as many optional boxes as well, sort of things like air conditioning, suspension, emissions, that type of thing. So we try not to give you a basic warranty. Okay, so that's it. There's nothing else I need to tell you. Again, if you're interested in this car, please don't hesitate to get on the phone, and I'll get back to you straight away. Thank you again for your time, and hope to speak to you soon. Bye bye.